History is written by the victors, but mythology is born from the survivors. When we think of the founding of Goguryeo, one of the greatest empires in ancient Korean history, we are taught to look at the sky. We look to Jumong, the divine archer. But before the sky could birth an empire, the river had to weep. Today, we aren't looking at the son who built the kingdom. We are looking at the mother who endured the unimaginable to ensure he lived. Welcome back to HerStory Korea. Today we step into the mists of the Buyeo Kingdom to uncover the truth of Yu화부인, Lady Yuhwa. Her name translates to Willow Flower. Like the willow, she was rooted in the water, battered by the wind, yet impossible to break. Yuhwa was not born of the earth. She was the eldest daughter of Habaek, the god of the Samguk River. Her life was meant to be one of quiet divinity, but mythology is rarely kind to beautiful women. She was approached by Haemosu, a man claiming to be the son of the heavenly emperor. He lured Yuhwa into a secret marriage, promising her the world. But as quickly as the sunlight touches the water and fades, Haemosu vanished, abandoning her. In the linguistic landscape of ancient Korea, familiar honor was paramount. To her father, Habaek, Yuhwa was not a victim. She was a disgrace. Her punishment was brutal. According to legend, her father stretched her lips out in a grotesque disfigurement, marking her shame, and exiled her to the mortal realm, casting her into the Ubal River. She was pulled from the water by the men of King Kumwa. Struck by her tragic aura, the king took her in, offering her sanctuary within the walls of his palace. But the heavens were not finished with the Willow Flower. Imprisoned in a dark room by the cautious king, Yuhwa experienced something terrifying and divine. A single ray of golden sunlight pierced the darkness. No matter where she moved to escape it, the light followed, wrapping around her silhouette. This was Haemosu, the sun god, claiming her once again. From this immaculate celestial light, Yuhwa conceived. But she did not give birth to a child. She gave birth to an immense egg. King Kumwa was horrified. In his eyes, this was a dark omen, an unnatural monstrosity. He seized the egg from a pleading Yuhwa and threw it into the animal pens, expecting the beasts to trample it. But the earth recognized what the king could not. The pigs and horses refused to step on it. When the king threw it out into the freezing snow, the birds of the air flew down, layering their wings over the shell to keep it warm. Defeated by the will of the heavens, King Kumwa returned the egg to its mother. Yuhwa wrapped the egg in soft cloths, holding it close to her own body heat until finally it hatched. Out came a boy of extraordinary presence. She named him Jumong, a Buyeo word meaning excellent archer. Here is where the true strength of the Willow Flower is revealed. Yuhwa was not simply a vessel for a divine king. She was his first general, his strategist, and his supreme protector. As Jumong grew, his brilliance cast a dark shadow over King Kumwa's biological sons. They plotted to assassinate the divine archer, but Yuhwa was always watching. She possessed a mother's intuition honed by the survival of exile. She saw the blades sharpening in the dark. It was Yuhwa who told Jumong he had to run. It was Yuhwa who secured the finest horses for his escape, secretly feeding the best steed less food so it would appear weak to the king's men, allowing Jumong to claim it. She told her son to go south to fulfill his heavenly mandate, but she stayed behind. She remained in the court of her captors, acting as a political shield and an anchor so her son could fly free. Jumong went on to found Goguryeo, a kingdom that would dominate East Asia for 7 centuries. He became a legend, but he never saw his mother again. When Yuhwa finally passed away, Kim Kumwa, out of profound respect and perhaps lingering fear of her divine connections, buried her with the honors of a queen dowager. We often think of Korean history in terms of kings and conquests, but behind the arrows, behind the armor, there was a woman of the river who endured the cruelty of the sun. Lady Yuhwa teaches us that sometimes the greatest act of kingdom building is a mother deciding that her child will survive against all odds. This is her legacy. This is her story. This has been HerStory Korea. Thank you for watching this episode. If you found the roots of this willow flower as compelling as I do, please leave a like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep looking deeper into the past.